And we're live, I hope. Let's just make
I
sure
see us.
we are live. We are on Twitch. Everything is going well. Nothing has crashed. I have been left
Wait,
in
let me look over
charge.
here. And over here.
You're the correct way up. That's a start.
Over here. Let me go to Australia and check there.
I have been left in charge of things, and it's going
And now
so
Venezuela.
well. Yes. So,
And I'm back.
shh, LSI. We are going to begin and be sensible for at least 30 seconds, please. The year is 1988, and Margaret Thatcher, the Iron Lady, is still in power. Though that power is waning, she survived the miners' strikes and promoted science and development, setting up the Norfolk Loop between Norwich and Great Yarmouth, a triumph of British engineering run by the Ministry for Agriculture, Farming and Fishing. Math. It is a beacon of the times. Kids spend their free time playing in the streets, playing football, riding their bikes and exploring the woods and Broads. Grange Hill and Blue Peter dominates children's TV. Punk has died. Post-punk and goth has risen and is falling. And Kylie M just topped the charts with I Should Be So Lucky. Things are on the up. Pop culture rises. Yuppies with mobile phones prowl the streets of London. However, this is not the land our kids live in. Great Yarmouth is an old Victorian seaside resort, now dominated by a failing gas and oil industry, supported by the few jobs MAF offers the locals in the Loop and the Magnetron transit hub on the coast. The Pleasure Beach attracts a few local tourists, whilst the Broads were once a popular playground of bird watching and boating. The three tall towers of the Loop spoil the pristine landscape. Welcome to Tales from the Loop. They grow up so fast. So welcome everyone, welcome Mac, welcome to Food Court of the Loop. Although there was a distinctly lack of food last session, I feel. I think we might need to change that this session, but I don't know if that is going to be a thing. But we'll see. We'll see how it all goes. Does anybody... Well, can anyone remember the fun things that happened last session? Does anyone want to give a quick reminder of certain key events that may have happened? I see Steve smirking. Marcus, what did Marcus do last week?
Marcus finally got out of that leadership council meeting his parents sent him to for the first session. And when he joined the party, he stole a slightly older bully's pants, like you do.
Yep. It was a beautiful moment.
Yes. The bully was antagonizing a disheveled and obviously upset adult who we had gotten the name from in the kind of general murmurs of the area. And as Tracy, I believe? Nope, that's not
Heather.
your name.
Heather.
Heather, sorry. Confronted the bully face on. Marcus snuck behind and pantsed the loser. So yeah.
Twitch is trying to make me unfollow Stolen Fires at the moment. I'm not quite sure what's going on.
That seems weird.
That's very strange.
Don't do that.
No, I don't want to. That would be really mean. Like I run games and then just unfollow them. So okay, yeah.
And
for one reason and one reason only.
Kicking it over to Alisai, she had a really good moment
Gigi.
back home. Yes, Gigi. Sorry.
Yeah. Gigi ran home to see if her dad was okay because he works at the Loop. And found out he was all right. Found out he did absolutely nothing for her baby brother, who really messed up their room. She got him down to wash dishes. Ish.
Mm-hmm.
There were bubbles involved. And then she got her dad to watch him. ish. She knows she failed. And then she went to town, where she ate with her friends and did a double take because one of her friends, and we're not going to name Paige, but it was Paige, screamed like a maniac and tackled somebody. Paige, would you like to pick up from there?
Okay, sure. Let's give a moment. Okay. Well, um, think, just like Paige, say approach the I guess the researcher whose name I can't seem to recall at the moment.
Daniel.
Honestly, like
Daniel.
Daniel, yes. Honestly, I thought that like he might have been a bum. So, either case, he asked Paige to distract a few
Thank you, Erin.
G-men for him who is like, who are very conspicuously out in the market in this like very fine suits, on a what was it, Sunday night? Sunday, was it Sunday?
Sunday.
Yeah, it was Sunday. Yeah,
Yes.
and yeah, so she decided to fake a kidnapping, by literally tackling into them and just acting like she's being kidnapped. And she got 150 pounds out of it.
Yeah, she got quite a lot of money out of it. It was quite an
Yes.
impressive feat.
Quite so. And
But,
of course, it's just stick it to the man,
Yeah. But there was also an incident in a music store, HMV, with Heather. Heather had a moment,
Oh,
didn't they?
oh, wait. I'm sorry. I don't remember.
You were psychic for a moment, remember?
I wish I was right now for a moment.
You
I could
had a
repeat.
great sense of fear.
Yes. I was overwhelmingly afraid and something bad was coming, and I was trying to explain to the rest of you that something terrible was coming, and it was very, very ominous, and I could not adequately explain or get you to believe.
Yep. And then you went and ate fish and chips in a greasy spoon.
As you do.
Cool. And then we ended. Daniel, after Paige had screamed bloody murder and scared off basically Secret Service agents from Daniel, you followed Daniel to the beach where he... Strange noises coming from my flat. Ooh. Where he basically informed you that something had come from somewhere that wasn't here, and you had a very long conversation about what here was and what there was and what he really meant. But something had been left, and he showed you a police cordon around basically a sewer drain pipe, quite large thing. The police then chased Daniel off. And you may be able to get into that. You may try and be able to get into the tunnel. You may not get into the tunnel. It's up to you. We'll see. And Paige, at the end, the very last thing, remembered that there is a similar looking tunnel in an abandoned church with a brand new padlock on it. And that is where we left the end of the session. A quick thing. Thank you, Erin, for malevolence. In this game, we have benevolence and malevolence, which you can get by spending your fire points, or whatever they're called, smoldering embers. In this, if you're watching the game, Benevolence will give our players rerolls. I think there is one benevolence at the moment in the pool. We now have 2 malevolences in the pool, and a malevolence is
Okay.
either I'm going to make you reroll, or I'm going to use it in a scene to storytell, to maybe make your personal scenes a little more interesting, shall we say. To give you a bit more trouble, give you a bit more things to think about. So if you spend and get a malevolence, basically gives me an opportunity to mess with the players. So moving on from this,
Benevolence can mess with players too.
well, benevolence can mess with players if you're bad at dice rolling, and that's not to do with the benevolence. The benevolence is meant to be nice. But
And with the benevolence, we get to mess with the GM.
yeah, you might get to mess with me a bit, but also dice. So on with this. This is Tales from the Loop. This is a wonderful game by Free League. As you may have guessed, our players are a group of teenagers. They are quite young teenagers here. They are 13 years old. And the game is nominally a horror game, but not quite horror. And it does deal with real life in the 1980s. We are going to obviously not delve into most of the bad stuff from the 80s, but this will deal with real life situations with young kids. So we have our own lines and veils and our own systems to deal with that if people are not happy with that. And so we know our limits, but those of you watching, please beware that we are dealing with real life and real children, and not real children. You are not real children. Real
I know I have a
life-like
useful
situations.
globe, but-
It's been a very long day. My brain has melted. We are dealing with situations that some people might find uncomfortable. If you do find it uncomfortable, please do step away. This is just a game. It's meant for fun. We don't want to upset anybody in the audience. Stay if you enjoy it. If you don't, that's up to you. Today is probably not going to be too long a session. You might hear my voice starting to strain at places. It's been a week or so, and but cool. Right, let us delve into Tales from the Loop. They grow up so fast. Down in Norfolk, in England, where we say football instead of soccer, and we have fish and chips and brown gravy, and we don't put gravy on scones,
They're not scones.
and they're not
they're
scones
biscuits.
either.
And you don't put brown gravy on biscuits. Brown gravy is for mashed taters.
Thank you.
me.
Potatoes.
And poutine.
Oh, Alice, I think you've lost your microphone again.
Somebody said
Oh, no.
poutine.
Protein. Anyway, we'll get into the food arguments as and when they appear during the game.
Yeah, the call of the moose.
So yeah,
I mean, like breakfast poutines are a thing too.
yeah.
I'm just a little jealous of the biscuits and gravy background that you've got going on. Again,
Oh yes. This is because our wonderful storyteller was lamenting about a lack of food, so I gave him the best food. You're
well.
welcome.
Debatable.
I
Chili
care.
killers are currently the best thing. Chili killers or sopas are like my favorite foods at the moment. So
Can't
anyway,
argue.
so you are on the beach. You are staring at a couple of policemen, a couple of people who look kind of like military, kind of like hired goons, but well armed and well trained. Why did my computer just make a noise? Oh, free up storage. My computer is probably going to have a mental fit soon. I hate technology. So we'll keep going, and hopefully this will work. You are on the beach. There are people around you. There are police there. Daniel has been chased off after telling you that something has been left behind. He mentioned Regis, who are a kind of like MI6 agency that work and do deep science and deep research at the Loop. That's as much as you kind of know. And he's obviously abandoned you, being chased away by the police. You are sat there, and Paige has gone, oh, this looks vaguely familiar. And I'll leave you to that while I try and free up some space quickly.
Yeah.
Make
Yeah,
decisions.
this looks. I think I've seen something like this before, like way back in that old church.
Okay, old church. Okay.
So instead of fighting our way through a bunch of armed, it's Britain in the 80s. They still had guns, yeah.
Yeah, the police still have guns even now.
And military probably would probably be have guns.
Yeah, the minute
Which-
like even certain armed even certain areas of the police have guns. So where's my rubbish bin gone? So yes, the police here will have quite big looking guns.
Okay.
Yeah, probably don't want to mess with that.
How many cars are on the premises?
We'll say 3 Jeep-like things are on the premises. Now I have a feeling.
Okay.
Oh no, if I do that,
They have
Range
car-
Rovers.
They have cars in England.
no.
I thought
Yeah,
it was
they have
all.
the little toots on the side.
I thought it was all walking in the tube.
The tube. What's a tube? I've never
I
heard
don't-
of a tube before.
I don't know. That's what I keep hearing on TV. I'm sorry, the loop.
The loop.
We have a loop.
Yeah. Well, there's the magnetrines, but they're slow and things, and they're used for in this 80s. Yeah, but we also have public transport though in England. Unlike hang on, where is it you're all from?
Canada. It's all the same. He doesn't know he's British. So,
I am paying attention, even though I am trying to find a way to do this without messing everything up at the moment and not have everything crash.
So if there's something like that at the church,
Yeah.
we're breaking
That's
into a
what-
church.
I mean, it might. So just something just kind of just came to mind. Is like it looks almost similar. So
Oh, that's
Might-
so metal. Let's do it.
I mean, it's an abandoned church, so I mean, technically, it would be more like just trespassing. But I mean, we could. That page kind of looks over at the, I guess, jeeps. Are they all on a incline by any chance?
Very minimal incline.
Oh, we were going to have some 80 shenanigans.
Yeah, we're debating breaking into a church, but we're going to steal a cop car.
Oh no! I think I was thinking of just what was it? This releasing those safety brakes. You know, the one things that keep them from rolling off the hill.
Parking
Which
brake.
I can't
Parking brake,
remember.
yeah.
Yeah, parking brakes. I mean, it is. We are on a beach.
Have the cops noticed us? Like, do we need to distract them? Are they
At
Or
the
are we just like
moment,
kids?
you're just kids hanging around. At the moment, they've not really noticed you so much.
I think that would make them notice us a lot more.
Yeah, I guess like we could try our luck and maybe just see if they might you just kind of like overlook us and just anyway see how close we can get.
I mean,
Oh, not
I
go to the
like
church? I thought we were gonna leave and go to the church.
Um, uh, the player just looks to the GM on this. What did you mean? What did you mean by the flashback? I guess.
It just means that there is a very similar entrance underneath the church, north of the city, that you are aware of.
Okay. Yeah. Technically, I don't think that's. I mean, it's all the way to the north side of the city, so it's prob not might not be. It might be a bit of a trike just to get back to where over on this side. And besides, I think he said Dino said that it's dropped. Something is dropped around like here. I think.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you want a distraction by pulling the parking brake and releasing the cars and see if we
Yeah.
can get in there?
Yeah.
Personally, I would like to defer to Mr. Correctional Facility inmate number 12.
Oh,
Uh,
Future, the aspirations.
you're talking about me, GG.
Yes, Marcus, you.
I'm kind of taken back by the fact that you think I'm going to jail. But no. I I was kind of excited for breaking into this church. We could put on death metal face paint, and go in, be awesome. And Paige, you just got all that money. You got all that money. We could take the bus. We could take the bus
I mean,
or the loop.
I mean, like I said, I was going to say the church was abandoned, for the like for the last 20 years. It's more like a wreck of like an empty abandoned building you can explore. Some I think sometimes there might be squatters there, but yeah, it's not exactly an official church.
I mean, okay, that makes sense. It was abandoned, but that you know what that means. You know what that means. If it's abandoned and no one's there except squad, that's a perfect place to hide an entrance to something super secret, right? Because no one goes there. So I bet whatever they're doing in the loop that all of this is, I bet that's their secret entrance. And if we go there, we'll be able to go through, break in, and there's no guys with guns. And then we'll be able to go through. Yeah.
Not gonna lie though. After what Paige pulled off, I do kind of want to see her pull that parking brake. Maybe somebody will give us even more money.
Okay.
You never know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
by my calculations, like the road that those cars are all parked on should technically lead all the way to the dock. It's on an incline, and
It's on a gentle incline. It is okay. Now I'm giving up on the whole trying to do things at the moment because it'll mess everything up. It's on a gentle incline. The beach where they are parked is stony. It will then hit a sandy part. It will then hit a stony part. The stony parts are very, very soft. You can see that the wheels have sunk into it. A short amount of thinking, you are aware that, yes, it may be funny if it works, but the likelihood of it rolling without a push are minimal.
Alas.
But with a push, the four of and like take it off and give it a quick push, you might get it moving.
I
have a body of 3.
Very strong.
body of 2. She's like just flimsy noodly.
Body of 2.
So Marcus, do you fancy pushing a car? I think is the question there.
I guess. I think it'll be pretty cool. Push a car into the little stony bits.
Push a military/police car into the sea.
Yes, that's how we're gonna see. Yeah, I pushed a whole military truck into the ocean all by myself.
Okay.
But then, if we do that, they'll still have 2 more left, and we'll be on foot.
I mean, we'll be inside the drain, the drainage
How many
facility.
of them are there surrounding this drain ditch?
We'll say there are 6 policemen in their tall bobby hats, because that's what they wore in the 80s. They changed to flat caps in the 90s. There'll be 6 of those proper black suit. Oi, oi, what's going on here then, lads? Kind of policemen. And there's probably 10 of the more military-looking guys. The more military-looking guys are completely ignoring the police presence. They're the ones looking more towards the tunnel entrance, I suppose. The police just look like they're kind of second helping hand, crowd control people, rather than the military people who are the ones doing the investigation work thing.
So we have to distract 10-ish people?
No, isn't that 16?
Yeah, it was like 15, 16.
Combined, yes, about 16 people.
I'm so sorry. I don't. I feel like I may have missed something. I'm so sorry. Out of character.
Yep.
Did I miss something about why we were not going to do the church that lead from the end of last session?
Mostly the church is.
The church is not that far.
like-
Great Yarmouth is quite a small town. From
okay.
where you are, it's probably half an hour walk.
Okay.
Great Yarmouth is long and stretched across the beach, but it's a small Victorian town.
Okay.
Like if you start heading south, it kind of it can get long if you think Galston is part of Great Yarmouth, but that's an argument for people who actually live there to have.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
I at first I kind of thought it was actually a lot further, but
Okay, so
Okay.
yeah, no. So in England, cities are small.
Because remember, their entire country is small.
fair.
England is
Okay.
a country that is smaller than your smallest state.
Not our smallest state. Like Rhode Island. I don't think
Rhode
it's smaller
Island
than...
is pretty wee.
Well, there's also Hawaii, but I think Hawaii would be bigger with the sheer number of islands.
I know it's smaller than Illinois. So
Most definitely smaller than
Steve, I
Illinois.
had to say small in a way that Europeans would understand it. Okay,
A wee bit.
Wee bit.
a wee bit.
It's weenie.
Well,
Okay.
only people in England and the UK would understand that. Most Europeans would be like, "What the hell are you talking about? Why do you want to go to the toilet?" So anyway,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yeah.
6,
Okay.
7, 8, 9.
That clarification, I think we should be. Yeah, that sounds a bit more viable. We should probably try the church. See, it leads back to the town to the beach. If not, then you can always go back and sneak in at night.
Ooh, yeah.
Way to steal my 80s shenanigans thunder. Ian,
Yeah, we don't have cell phones. Our parents don't know where we are.
storyteller, whatever your title is for this system.
whatever you want to call me, boss, god, overlord, annoying person.
I'm leaning toward D, but that's just me.
I think the technical name is GM for this system, but storyteller, GM.
So we're off to the church.
After the church.
Up to the church.
Yeah.
Now we could ride our bikes, but that would be kind of that would be stupid. I think that would be bad.
That's another system, kids on bikes. We're not playing that.
That's true. We're not playing that. But yeah, again, we could ride the loop. We could go to the north side. We could get there any way we want, right? We got all this money. We could do so many things. We could
You
You
can't-
can just walk.
You could just walk, but also the loop is not a transport system.
Sorry, the mag
The
grab.
Magna trains are not a transport system within cities either. They're a transport system for things between cities. You've got a choice
The
of
bus.
walking, the bus, or
The
bikes,
bus.
Oh,
We could take the
Never
bus.
mind. say bus,
What
not
about our
bus.
skateboards?
or
we have
skateboards.
skateboards?
You can have skateboards. It's the 80s. You can have the skateboards which have wings on them for some bizarre reason.
Makes it go faster.
But
Nobody
they
did
had
kickflips
handles.
in the 80s.
The 80s were weird, man.
It was cute.
Yeah, I was like, the more I kind of delve into this and remember my childhood in the 80s, the weirder things I remember. I'm like, my God, we did some weird shit in the 80s.
Out of character. Marcus is just going to try to spend Paige's money on things we don't need, like bus ticket,
You could get a taxi.
fare,
You could get a black
and
cab.
yeah, we could do that. Like, just make all these ridiculous suggestions that we absolutely don't need when we could just ride bikes and skateboards. So take
Yeah, Paige is
15 minutes.
kind of always kind of looking towards Heather and Gigi. Like every time Marcus kind of tries to suggest that to her.
Hmm?
But yeah,
Yeah,
but
just shaking her head. No.
It's like, my money.
You guys, by the
Well,
time we get a cab here, we could have already walked. So let's just go.
Yeah. Also, the money's money's in the shoe. It's not coming out. It's not coming out until I get back home.
You can't steal people's pants
Okay.
and shoes.
okay.
I mean,
But okay. So is the consensus that you are going to walk down the beach towards the church?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's, as I say, it's probably about half an hour's walk. It's not that far. Kicking up pebbles and stones. Maybe one of you wants to run off and try and skip a pebble across the sea. You're moving away from the kerfuffle, further away from the pleasure beach area where there's the amusements, arcades, and the sounds of that is slowly fading. And the seagulls you can hear in the background squawking and fighting over people's fish and chips. You get a little bit further down from the beach, and then you cut into the town, and you head towards what would be the north edge, slightly away from the coast. You head up, and then in front of you, after you've gone through a few backgrounds, a few back streets, you start to see the ruins of a church. It's not a large church. There's the main tower at the front. A Gothic archway leads into it. The graveyard is massively overgrown. The roof has collapsed in. If this was at night, this is the kind of place you would probably come to go ghost hunting and scare your friends. But during the day, it's just a bit of a pain in the ass to kind of walk around because there's vines and leaves, and it's not that scary. So you
More
walk up.
sad than anything.
More sad than anything, yeah. You walk up the front door, or the entrance and the windows are boarded up with steel, but it's just a little bit of shaking, and there's enough room for you to squeeze through if you want to go into the church.
And I think, but they're not going into the church. I think it's some the tunnel entrance is a little bit around it.
The tunnel entrance is in the what we call the undercroft, which is underneath the church. So you need to get into the church and go underneath the main area.
Okay, yeah. So you should probably just Marcus, can you give me a hand? This maybe just kind of open, wiggle this door a little bit wider.
Okay, yeah, all right. And I'll go up to kind of help wiggle the door open. And while we're getting set, be like, so, Paige, I got a question.
Yeah.
So when we get down there, do you think it's aliens, or do you think it's Soviets?
Soviet aliens.
Oh, we gotta get down there. This is gonna be so cool. And then go for it.
Yeah. I guess like once like they do that, like she kind of leads the way down there. She probably has to stop in like dig out a flashlight or something from her backpack. Okay, so just watch your step. Don't it's like don't like maybe just like stay a little bit to the side there, because like this is puddle of goop. Yeah, don't step in that. And
Did anyone think to bring a torch? Why is everybody quiet?
I thought Paige had a torch.
Yeah, I think Paige was the only one with a torch.
We get it, Alice. You know what the British call a flashlight. That I just looked up to see what that meant.
Oh, brilliant. See, I hadn't even clocked that. Just while you jerry-rig the door and get inside, as I say, the roof has fallen in. It's quite bright during the day, but you might need a flashlight once you get to the tunnels. Heather, can you make me an empathy roll, please?
Oh, an empathy roll. Okay, wait.
So
it's my empathize and mind together?
Yep.
Okay. And am I looking for sixes?
And you're looking for sixes, yes, please.
I have got 2.
2, okay. You get a feeling emanating from somewhere beneath you, as if it's maybe coming from the tunnels, of life. of a scared life. And you also again get the feelings of the cold and the damp and the darkness that you got before. There is still an element of fear behind it, an element of panic, but it's lessened somewhat. But there is definitely, this feels like a life that you can't explain it. It doesn't feel like anything you've felt before.
You guys, I'm having a bad feeling again. There is something down there. I told you something bad was coming, and we're getting closer to it. I'm feeling. I don't know if it's a great idea to go down there.
I mean, I mean, like, would it be, I mean, would that bad thing, be coming if we're going towards it?
It
Like,
gives you,
when
you're even getting, the slight feelings of pain as well coming through, as if something is being hurt. And that it might need help.
All right, you guys. I know you're not going to believe me here, but I think something is in trouble. Paige, can you shine your light down there and see if we can see anything? Because there's something there that I feel like is in trouble.
Well, what do you mean
yeah,
something?
Hitchhike does that. Just like shining her light, to see a torch, and see if there's can find anything once they kind of get to the tunnel area proper.
So we'll say you've gone down through the church. You've climbed down the steps into the Undercroft. It is dark. It is dank. There's cobwebs. It smells like rotten seaweed, and you can smell the ocean kind of in a weird, fresh way. It's very humid down here, and you shine your torch at what you now see as the cave entrance. And you can see in that it leads inland, it leads inwards, but you can't see very far down it. It kind of goes straight, and then before you get to see any real detail, the torch is just not strong enough to get down there. But what you do notice as you do this is the lock on the gate has changed from when you were last down here. It is now, at a quick glance, it looks like a keycard operated gate from a distance.
Is it chain link?
There is no chain link. It is just to open it, if you wanted to, from where you are stood at the moment, you would assume you need a key card or a number punch thing to unlock it.
They really changed it this time.
On closer inspection, if anyone wants to go and have a look,
Definitely, Paige.
yeah, you notice that it's open. That someone seems to have stuck chewing gum into the lock mechanism. That it's slightly damaged, and there's a load of cigarette butts kind of hanging around at the base of it. It kind of looks very jerry-rigged, and as if someone just has kind of got fed up with the lock system as they've kind of come out for a cigarette break.
Oh.
God bless the
This
slackers.
is the 80s.
Yeah, everybody smokes.
I didn't mean to talk over you, Paige. What was that?
It's like, yeah, God bless the slackers.
God bless the cancer sticks.
Yes.
But yeah, basically it's open for you if you want to go in.
Yeah. It's our way inside is it's brought to us by I guess employees who are just too lazy to properly and enter a key code several times and coming in and out. So
I suppose as we're not allowed to advertise cigarettes, they are brought to you by PJ something or others. cigarettes.
PJ
Smiths.
Brothers.
PJ Brothers.
PJ
PJ
Smiths.
Brothers.
PJ Brothers.
Yeah, there we go.
PJ Lazy's. If anybody knows their cigarettes brands, that might make a small bad pun. But anyway, yeah. So,
Yep. Heading inside.
so as you head inside, these tunnels appear to be quite large. They're big enough. This one, at least, is big enough that you could probably drive a small golf buggy down, I suppose. Or one of those things that Austin Powers uses, and he gets it stuck, and with his 60 million point turn. And anybody knows what that movie reference is, because I'm old. Once you kind of
Yes. The ancient classic, Austin Powers.
weren't they in the late 90s? That was over 20 years ago.
Early not.
Early noughts, okay.
That was not. I refuse to let that be 20 years ago.
Yeah, Austin Powers is
Yeah.
is about 20 odd years ago. The first one would have been the late 90s, because I was actually still in Norfolk when it came out. 1997, according to the jet.
97. Wow. Yeah.
Do you all feel old now?
Thanks, Ethereal Artisan. I needed an existential crisis today, and you delivered.
One more existential crisis for me. I think I've gotten used to it now.
Yeah, I've as soon as I hit 40, I just kind of went, yeah, everything's going to be everything that I like is over 20 years old now. So
I think I hit my crisis when the all of the main actors, the movie stars, all started being younger than me.
yeah, I also had the whole thing of when Terry Pratchett and David Bowie and Alan Rickman all died in the same year. That's also when it all kind of went wrong.
Oh no!
Yeah, that was a rough year.
Kid.
And then what was it? 2 years later, we had COVID. We had Brexit around the same time. Donald Trump became president around the same time. That was a rough year.
Brexit was 2017.
Yeah, it was like 2016, I think, was the year they all died. So yeah. Anyway, enough of that.
Again, all of the benefits of being in the EU with none of the responsibility. Why? Why would you lose that? Anyway, I'm good.
I'm not gonna.
Yes, don't go foretelling the future for our kids. Well, for these kids here.
I hear there's a really good thing to invest your money in. There's two companies. I think one's called Apple, and one is called Google. As kids, I really recommend you put your investments into these companies.
Personal computers will never take off.
Says the people who have robots walking around near them.
They're robots, not personal computers.
So anyway, the tunnel that you are walking down, it's flat bottomed, so you could have a small buggy thing drive down it. You get a little bit further down, and the flashlight is no longer needed. You get these really bad strip lights. They flicker on and off. They add this kind of weird green yellowish glow to the tunnel. You can see electric cabling. There's little bits of piping which say gas on them, and water supplies. At irregular intervals, there are small cupboards built into the wall. It looks like it's a supply tunnel of some kind rather than a sewage tunnel. The further you head down this tunnel, the stronger the feelings of, well, not stronger, but the more prominent, like if you're getting closer to something, the feelings of fear and pain you start to feel, Heather.
You guys, can you hear anything at all? Because there's something ahead, and it's freaking me out. And I know you guys think I'm weird, but I can't help it. There's something up there that we need to get to. Can anyone hear anything at all? Because I think something bad is ahead of us.
When you keep saying something,
can-
you keep saying something. Like, what do you mean? Someone, something? What? I mean, I joked about aliens, but like, it's not really aliens down here. Like, right?
I don't know. It might be a person. It feels like it's in pain, but I don't. It doesn't feel like it's another person there. It just feels like something ahead is in trouble and in pain, and we need to help.
Gigi
Okay,
slides up behind Marcus. Take me to your leader.
Hey, what? Not
Okay,
cool, Gigi.
yeah, like-
Not cool, Gigi.
You guys, I'm being
Okay.
serious. Something is really we need to go. Come on, let's go faster. We
Yeah.
need to get there.
Well, you're gonna have to like guide us, but are you sure? Like you look really I mean, you don't look so well too.
So as
Am
you
I
are
ever-
having this conversation, you hear the crackle of a radio, like a walkie-talkie, just round the corner from where you are. And you hear maybe a group of you hear at least one person respond, like in a muffled way. You can't really hear what they're saying, but you hear the crackle of the radio, some voice over the radio, and then some voice responds. So there is at least one adult presence around the corner. Yes, Steve.
You said that there were like cupboards, or are these locker sizes? Because you said supply hall. How
It's-
big are these?
I will say big enough to fit a child in, yes.
Perfect. Okay.
Depending on how big you think a 13-year-old child is.
Not that big. Then when
I was this height when I was 13. I was 5'11" when I was 13. I've not grown since then. In fact, I've shrunk. But I was a very big 13-year-old.
Well, I do have a body of 5, so that I'm not sure. But then I will say, when I hear the adult and the radio kind of like stop, do action pose. Everyone, like we practice at school, get in the locker.
Stop right
And-
there. Thank you very much. Sorry, that's a bit too late.
Who practiced what now?
Get in the locker.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
assumed you all like maybe you've been stuck in a locker before. Just get in. Just get in.
Yeah, Paige, you go to the locker. I guess like, okay, yeah. Here's the trick. Like, you just, you just like sit, I guess, position yourself around here. Like you just don't, you don't get too cramped afterwards.
I find it disquieting that you're an expert, and I find it insulting that you think that I get bullied.
Just get in the locker. There's an adult coming. They got radios.
Fine.
So those of you who are going to try and get into a locker, please make me a sneak check. In fact, all of you make me a sneak check for you to hide in some way, shape, or form. If you are trying to hide from the adult, that is. If you are not, don't make me a sneak check.
Okay, so
So I'm guessing that is sneak and body?
Body, yeah.
So our big hench person here might actually be able to sneak quite well.
I can't.
So for the audience, this is what's called a dice pool system, and in this one, we use dice sixes, which
Die
are
sixes.
disappearing.
Yes, so you would take a stat, Here we have sneak, which is a skill. This is attached to an attribute, which would, in this case is the body. They both have numbers. You add them up together, and you roll that many dice, and any sixes you get are successes. All you need to do is get 1 6 is a success. If
Yeah,
you
I got
fail,
1 6.
there are multiple ways to re-roll the dice. So
I did
Paige
not. I did not get a 6.
okay, so Paige has 1 success. Paige has succeeded in folding themselves into a cabinet of some kind.
Tulu,
Heather,
Tulu, can I get a benevolence?
let's before we start spending benevolence and things, let's work out what everybody else has got. Heather, you failed?
Yes.
Yes, okay, I'm guessing Gigi, you have failed as well?
Maybe.
Maybe, and
Yes.
Steve has many. So, the ways that this game works is you have a luck stat. This gets refreshed every session. I think you both have, everyone has a luck stat of 2. This allows you to re-roll. So you can spend a luck point to re-roll your dice. If you then fail, you can then take a condition to re-roll again, but at -1 dice because you have taken a condition. If you then fail again, there is 1 benevolence in the pool that gives you a re-roll. And then if I decide to be mean, there is 2 malevolence in the pool, which means I can force you to re-roll again. No, you can't. We won't stack malevolence and benevolence together. Won't do that. I think I'm going to use malevolence more for storytelling fun than making you
Betty?
re-roll.
Betty, no.
Betty, yes.
Okay.
Betty, no. Okay, so when we do the luck point, do we re-roll the entire stat or just 1 dice?
You re-roll the entire stat. As far as I remember, you re-roll the entire stat.
Yes. I got 1.
I got 1.
Yes.
Woohoo!
And a little bit of holly.
Uh,
A Christmas present.
I'm just going to double check that luck points. Why is that not doing the thing that I want it to do? I love technology. In the game, your kids are luckier than older ones. You start the game with a number of luck points equal to 15 minus your age. Your luck points are replenished at the beginning of every session. You cannot save luck points. They give you the chance to re-roll dice. Further explained in Chapter 5. Don't you just love it when rule books just move things around for no reason? And not put all the rules in one place?
They need to explain a concept later on.
They need to
They
pad it
can't
out.
explain it now.
Definitely padding it out.
You can spend a luck point after a failed dice roll. A luck point lets you re-roll failed dice. So if you needed more than 1 success, you could re-roll any of the failures. But as you failed all of them, you get to re-roll all of them. But you both got 1 success, so you all have managed to sneak and hide in some way, shape, or form. So let's work out what people have done. We'll start with Marcus. Marcus, how have you hidden?
I have hidden by doing exactly what I said. I want to go open up one of those locker cabinets and just brute force my way in. And so I'm just wedged into one of these things. If you heard it, no, you didn't.
I'm hearing weird things again.
No, you didn't.
It's time to whistle.
However, with that, I do need to step away for
Yep.
1 second. Okay, sorry.
Um,
But yeah, I'm like just wedged in there.
Cool. We have a Steve-shaped box. Paige. Sorry,
Yeah,
not Steve,
sure.
a
So
Marcus-shaped box.
Yes. For Paige, she just kind of finds one of the cabinets, and it's like she kind of like just tries to crawl inside like in the most comfortable position, At least like that, that ensures that she can probably crawl back out afterwards and not get too stuck upside down or something.
Mm. Yeah.
It happened a lot.
You're used to hiding in small confined spaces.
And being thrown into small confined spaces.
Ah, the joys of childhood. Such fond
Yeah.
memories. Anyway, Gigi. How is Gigi hiding?
Is there, chat, be quiet. Is there a cardboard box, chat?
Cardboard box.
This is very important.
Is there a cardboard box? Do we think there's a cardboard box? Is the chat listening? Does the chat care? The answer to that is
I have
apparently
one
nobody
snake.
cares. You have a snake. You have a snake in a cardboard box.
I have one snake and I have one.
Yeah.
Fine, I stuffed myself in a locker.
Well, no. Betty says there is a cardboard box.
We have 2 for the cardboard box.
Yeah, I'll say there's a cardboard box as well. You can do Metal Gear Solid.
I'm going for the cardboard box.
Cool. So, yeah, Gigi is hidden in a cardboard box. There is. You're either hidden in the cardboard box or behind cardboard boxes somehow. Cardboard boxes are involved.
I'm in the box. I'm looking out the handle hole.
I now imagine you've also got like cat ear headband on as well at this time.
Betty, no.
So we have 2 people stuffed into lockers, 1 person stuffed into a cardboard box, and Heather, as the sensible person in the group.
I am going to pull back into the darkness, go further back the way that we came, so I am now completely in the dark since I don't have a torch, lit by fire or otherwise, and hide behind the row of cabinets. So I'm just going to tuck myself behind there, so if they come from that direction, I will be hidden from them.
You've gone darkness. I am the
Yes.
darkness. Okay. You have all successfully hidden. And as you manage to successfully sneak and hide and fade into the background, become cardboard boxes and living in a box, living in a cardboard box, which is probably around the same time that this song came out. You hear a conversation between a few people walking down there. Those of you that can see, so this is definitely Gigi as they are staring out of the handle hold, and maybe Paige and Marcus and Heather in some other ways. You see that there's like 3 or 4 adults or grown-ups in what look like decontamination suits. They're not bright yellow things like that from the movies, but they are definitely decontamination suits of some kind. And you can hear them talking. And you hear them mention things like, that thing was left in the cave, it was just left there. Yeah, the bigger one probably won't be back. The scientists say they spotted it heading back into that weird hole in the sky before it closed up. The thing is making everything electrical malfunction. This bloody torch was working earlier. It's got batteries and everything, but now you hear a clunk, clunk, clunk as he bangs it against a wall. Don't work. Fucked everything. Bloody scientists say we can't move it and it could disturb it. We already shifted it twice. It's fine, but no. Let them make the decisions. Scientists always know what they're right. The experts are always right. Not us people here who have to do all their work for them. We've got no fucking clue. Always the experts. And the conversation goes on, and you basically get the feeling that something has been left further down in the cave. It's possibly some form of life that may or may not have been moved that emits electrical impulses that fucks with electricity. And they continue talking, they can continue walking down, and eventually disappear off into the distance. And at that point,
It's-
we shall take a quick break. As I say, today's probably going to be a shorter session because I can already feel my throat going. So we're going to have a quick 10-minute break, and we shall come back after the break to decide whether you want to do anything about this new information. So yeah, we'll be back in about 10 minutes. See you all. And we're back. Oh, I've got a really shiny forehead today. More shiny than normal. You just noticed as I look at the screen, not at the Zoom call. Wow. Hi everyone, we're back.
That's why I'm upside down. The light
Burn.
can't catch me like this.
So yes.
I was left without attention for 5 seconds. That is abuse, so I decided to rectify it.
Alasai the cat. I'm just waiting for at one point a hand to appear at the side of my screen to hit me in the side of the face, knock me off the table. But cool. Okay, so we are back. We have just discovered that the adults, the grown-ups, the people in the hazmat suits, have been talking about an alien, possibly creature thing. What do you call it? Somewhere further down that the scientists are interested in. And various things like that. They have moved off. Our kids are in various forms of hiding in various things. But the adults
is
have
it close
passed
to
off.
there?
Sorry?
Like Paige, Paige is kind of very quietly, loudly, quietly whispering. Is it clear yet? Are they gone?
No, not yet. I popped my head out of the box. I'm going to make my way over to Paige's locker as quietly as I can.
Make me a stealth roll.
Good. Good. The thing we've already established I'm not great at. I rolled a 2 and a 3 and a 4.
And
One
a
of those
five.
counts, right?
No, I was going to thought you were going to add a 5 and a 6. I thought you just learned to count. Sorry. No, none of them count.
Oh.
So obviously you've still got one more luck point. Do you want to spend it now? Do you want to take a condition?
No. No, I just wanted to sneak up and hit Paige's locker really hard.
So as you are sneaking up, or as you take off the wonderful fashionable box that you're wearing, you kind of put your hands up, start to push on it, and the top of the box is not well sealed, and your hands just go through, and you are now wearing the box as a kind of dress, and you kind of move forward, and then you trip over your own feet and land in a puddle of water and make a big splash.
I don't like this karma thing.
And you all hear this, and as it falls over, you hear Gigi go.
Yeah, it's like
Wow.
Paige just. Paige kind of rolls out of the cabinet.
I probably
Just-
deserve that for some reason.
Yeah, I come out from behind the cabinets, and I'm like, Gigi, what are you doing? Stop playing around.
Paige kind of looks over at like Heather and is like, "Why didn't I think of that? Just hiding behind the cabinet."
I have an odd question. May I spend one of my luck points so that there's one of those spare contamination suits in the cupboard locker I jumped into?
Ooh. I'll say no on the luck point. I will say yes on a benevolence.
Ooh, that's a team resource.
Yeah, this
I would
is
leave that up.
This
Yeah,
is quite a
like-
strong thing. So
Fair enough. Then no, I'll save that for something else. That seems want that to benefit the whole team. So yeah.
you can use benevolence to add in small story hooks like that if you want to, or do your re-rolls. And you actually have an extra benevolence. Betty has just handed you one, so you now
well,
have
if Betty's,
2.
If Betty is spending it right then, that seems like a sign from them. Aw, thanks, Betty. Well,
There we go.
in order to honor Betty's benevolence and my shenanigans, I will spend that benevolence in hopes that there is one of these extra contamination suits.
There is a contamination suit in one of the lockers if you would like to find one.
So, if possible, I would like to exit the locker by being half in the contamination suit. Since it's so stuffy in there, obviously can't put it on. So I just kind of fall backwards out of it with like one leg in and just kind of like that and trying to fight my way into the contamination suit.
As you do
Marcus?
that, and you're stepping out backwards, trying to put this on, what you don't realise is that Gigi has also fallen over into a puddle behind you. You don't see them, and you fall over Gigi, and you're both in a pile on the floor at the moment. But you have a decontamination suit.
Marcus,
So everybody's down on the ground but me.
you and Paige.
I mean, Paige
Oh,
just kind of
Paige- no,
rolled
Paige-
out of her.
Yeah,
her
Paige fell
cabinet.
over. Yeah, Paige fell over.
Yeah, I mean, it's more like that. Gracefully rolled out.
Marcus,
You guys, stop fooling
Paige.
around.
Gigi.
Marcus, I need you to. You are on top of me, and I need you to stop that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and I'll roll off and sorry, and yeah, like roll over and start putting my other leg through the decontamination suit.
Okay, I have a very, very important question about Marcus.
Yes.
How tall are you?
So this was gonna be the joke I wanted to lean into.
Good.
I want to be like maybe barely breaking 5 feet at 13.
Cool.
Definitely haven't hit the growth spurt. So I am a child walking around in this adult decontamination suit.
Perfect. Just wanted to make sure we were all on the same level here.
Absolutely. So it's just
Flawless.
long and baggy and just, but I got it, and I can put the hat on and be like, I'm Jeremy from Sector 2. Clearly.
Oh wow! They even left you the key, the ID tag.
We can draw one with marker and paper. It'll be fine.
Yeah, we will come to that if and as you may need it,
We'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
and it may involve fire. We'll see.
But yes, no, it is definitely an ill-fitting. I am not adult-sized. Like
Brilliant.
I am a
Absolutely.
13-year-old child.
The image in my head is absolutely. Did the kid out of E.T. do this at one point? I've got this image of a young kid in a decontamination suit, and it just being overly big and got flappy hands. No, they put E.T. in one.
Yes, to sneak him out when he gets
Yeah.
captured. Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of what I'm imagining, but a slightly
Perfect.
taller version of that, and it's got
Yeah.
flappy hands and stuff.
Yes. Over there.
But cool. Okay, so you
I've
have
only-
a child in an adult's decontamination suit, a soggy Gigi in a still in a box dress, Paige sat on the floor, and Heather probably going, "Why am I friends with these people?"
I mean, she's a weirdo. She knows why.
Did anyone see a towel?
Gigi kind of like looks into her bag and just pulls one out.
Le sac magique.
And honestly, can I just make up having a whole bunch of stuff in a bag? Like, what's my limits here?
let me just quickly Google something, because I might be able to link this to a thing.
This was the 1980s. It's Yahoo.
Yes, it
That
was a
was a
lot
lot
earlier
better
than I
than
was
that.
thinking it was. But you're 13. You're a bit weird. You like reading weird books at a guess. I'm guessing you've read Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which
Ah,
talks about always be prepared and always have a towel with you.
okay.
So yes,
Yeah, she just hands a bright pink towel to Gigi.
This towel's about to be really brown. No, don't. I'm talking about mud. Don't.
I'm more thinking of the
get
face
that look.
washing than
Yeah.
the
So you get
makeup.
okay,
problem.
there we go. But yes, I am wiping my face, taking care to go around my makeup. And then the rest of my body. And my hair. Oh,
Does
it's
she
like-
manage to do that?
To an extent that you can with a small pink towel, yes. I'm not going to deny the indrying. As it is now going to be called, the indrying. So yeah, what do you want to do? Continue on down the cave, follow the adults?
Continuing down the cave.
Hey, you. You're not supposed to be here. It's just me, guys. It's just me.
Oh! You had me fooled.
I mean, look at it. Like it's too bad. Like you're probably just 3/4 of the height here, or else like or else like we could like just like trying to make this guy's a little bit taller.
In the back of Marcus's head, he is filing that away for when the time comes, we'll put someone on his shoulders and we'll be 2 teenagers in a decontamination suit.
3 trash pandas in a suit go to the cinema.
Exactly. Like, I think
Yes,
it's
we
pretty
would like
good.
to know where all of your trash cans are.
The trash pandas aren't in the UK. I think.
They aren't, but
They are as pets.
yeah, we discovered that they are as pets, but they're not free roaming, and God knows why people would keep trash pandas as pets. We had something similar.
Why not?
I can't remember what animal we used to say you'd put 3 in a long coat to be an adult, but we had the same thing. It might have been dogs because we're imaginative.
Children?
3 children.
They're animals.
I
Yeah, they are.
was going to say, look at how you're playing. Yeah. Jesus. Right. So you're continuing to walk down the tunnel, I guess.
Hey, Gigi, before we go, do you want to take the box off?
No.
It's a new fashion statement.
Yes.
I mean,
And
it's a
as we
good look
walk
for
on,
you. It's a good look for you, but
everything is.
it doesn't look very convenient.
It is not. It's fashion.
And useful.
Well,
mean,
between
you
you
just-
and Marcus, I'm starting to feel really underdressed.
Yep, you should. You should grab a box of your own. Excuse me, I'm going to walk behind everybody. Let's keep going.
Continue.
You hear cardboard rip as we walk along the.
Well, no,
hallway.
it doesn't rip because it's so soggy. It just kind of, you hear this flop of wet cardboard hit the floor.
Gross.
You.
It makes a kind of moist splat on the floor.
Why are
I
people
had to-
so entertained by the word moist?
I don't know.
I'm usually not one of those people that gets upset or whatever about the word moist, but
He-
hearing
He enunciated it.
yes, the enunciation
Moist.
and combined with splat. Like,
And also, you still got that gravy background.
oh no, no. Oh God, no.
Sorry for offending everybody in the audience. I told you it'd be a horror game.
No, Betty, no. No, I'm not bringing that much of the player into it.
Anyway, swiftly moving on from whatever that was. You
It
continue.
was
We
something.
moistly got ourselves together.
You continue walking down the tunnels, the service tunnels, and as you get further down, you come across a set of large double doors. They're steel, or they appear steel or copper or something, studded. They look old, like they've been there for a while. I don't have ability to do that at the moment. The double doors are there, and you can hear the doors are open slightly. They're not closed. They're not locked. And from inside, you can hear voices from within.
Marcus, you're in disguise.
Yes.
Well, why don't you go see what those voices are saying, and who it is, and how many there are?
I had the same idea. Yeah.
Oh no.
Gigi.
Gigi just stops and has a moment where she's horrified with herself.
Into the breach once more.
Yeah, if everyone's okay with it, I'll kind of not just like barge in like but like kind of just use this to sneak in and hopefully be able to listen in.
So you're gonna kind
Or-
of
yeah.
you're gonna be subtle about the entrance and not just kind of throw open the door and walk in. Do you want to take a peek
Yeah.
before you walk in, or just want to kind of?
Yeah, I mean, if I can take a peek, that sounds good.
Yeah, before you open the door to walk in and pretend that you belong, you take a peek in. You see it's a cave. It's probably about 10 meters around. Quick math says probably 30 to 40 feet. Big. There are puddles in it. There's water dripping from the stalactites above them. This is a proper cave. This is not something you would expect to find on the coast of Great Yarmouth. Norfolk is not renowned for having cave systems unless you're in Norwich, and then they're usually mine systems, which bosses occasionally fall down. You get sinkholes. So yeah, it's a little bit weird.
I will very quickly turn back to Gigi and be like, Gigi, just there's a lot of puddles in there. Be careful.
There's a lot of what?
Puddles.
Gigi has suddenly lost all of her regrets for the decision she has made in encouraging him.
As you continue, as you say that, and then you look back in there, there was a fair few people in there as well. They look like scientists, I will say. Around the edge of the cave, there are various metal objects, like lighting and cameras and things, all focused on something in the center of the cave. In the center of this cave is an elongated spheroid shaped thing. It's probably, as it's sat up, probably about 80 centimeters high, up to a meter, and probably about 30 centimeters wide. As you stare at it a little bit, it kind of looks organic. It's white and grey with black dappled surface, ridges on it, and ripples spreading from one side to the other. It looks, I suppose, like a really giant multicolored chicken egg, but it pulsates a little bit. It looks alive. It's not like a solid egg.
Okay.
Do we reckon Marcus will have seen Alien?
No, probably not.
Oh.
Parents wouldn't be taking him to see movies. He's got actual work to do.
Not snuck around someone's house and to see the VHS because they were released in 79 and 82.
Yeah, it would have been really hard to get a hold of, and
Okay.
yeah, doesn't use his sneaking out time to go watch movies.
There
Now, just to
around.
make sure I'm understanding
Yeah.
these dimensions, because as Alisai says in the chat, I use freedom units.
It's a ruler wide,
It's
12
like
inches.
It's like a multicolored rugby ball.
No, it's a multicolored chicken egg.
Which is that not similar to a rugby ball?
No, a rugby ball is a large American football.
Right, it's an oblong. Okay, I got it.
So it's a chicken egg. So it's pointy on top and round and flat on the bottom.
And this is the part where my girlfriend looks on in horror as I don't correct anyone while they're talking about the rugby ball.
Hey, I played
That's
rugby
gonna be a
for
discussion
many,
later.
many years.
Uh,
I have absolutely no knowledge of sports.
So did my
It
girlfriend.
just kind of flies over my head.
It is amazing, and she has the absolute best stories.
Rugby is a great sport. I'm sad that I don't play it anymore. So, yes, second row for life. That's what we'll say. I'm a second rower. Well, I moved to second row as I got older. I was a flanker for some time. But anyway, that's for non Tales from the Loop child games. There is an egg
okay.
in a room
Yes.
that a small child in a decontamination suit is staring at.
Okay, and they're all kind of focused on it.
Yeah, there's a couple of people in decontamination suits. There's a couple of people poking the cameras and lights just to make sure that they're actually working. Occasionally, the lights flicker as a pulse, as the egg kind of ripples.
Okay. All right, I'll turn back around. There's like a rainbow egg, but it's floating.
It's not
Everyone's
floating.
seen- Oh, I thought you said it was
No,
off the ground.
It's sat in a puddle.
Oh, then I misheard. I apologize. It's not floating. It's in a puddle. So, Gigi, be careful.
Does do Eddie Page and Heather hear that?
Yeah, I'm saying it to everybody.
Hmm. Is it
all right,
an Easter egg? A
Could be
giant Easter
space-
egg?
Space Easter egg? Is this what Easter eggs look? Is this one of those Fabergé eggs we learned about?
I mean, it's like Fabergés are Russian.
Gigi's going to look inside for the Fabergé egg.
Gigi, you say exactly what I described to Steve.
All right.
I'm now imagining the decontamination suit head here, and then Gigi's head poking through the door just above it. And the next thing that's going to happen is someone else's head, and you're going to have 4 heads lined up
Oh.
poking through.
100%. It's the only way. All right.
It's very Scooby Doo of us.
I should go in, right? I should go in. I'm gonna go in.
Marcus,
I'm gonna go in.
wait.
What?
Marcus, wait. If you're
Oh.
going to go in, I think you should roll up your sleeves.
I'm going to help him roll his sleeves up.
I was gonna say, like, just gonna hold my arms out, like, you do it for me. All right.
Paige, do you have any tape?
Does she have duct tape?
Does she have duct tape?
Right.
I don't know.
I'd say yes.
You've got
she has
you've got
duct tape.
you've got a magical sack that has random things in it.
Yes, I say she has duct tape.
Then we have duct tape.
Then yeah, I'm going to roll his sleeves up so that his phalanges are through the finger holes, and then I'm going to fold it over, and I'm going to tape the top of the sleeves so they don't fall down.
Okay.
All right.
Go get him, Tiger.
All right. So with that, my sleeves and pant legs all duct taped up. Have the helmet on, and I will disguisingly walk in. Not like yelling like, "Man, it's good to be back from a smoke break," but like walking in like and
Like you belong.
like I belong. But
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Cool.
Without drawing specific attention to myself.
Cool. Paige and Heather, have you looked into the room yet or not?
I think it. Yeah.
Yeah, I've taken a quick look.
Okay. As Marcus walks in to try and belong there, the door opens enough that you all can see the full inside of the room. And as this happens and Steve walks in, you notice there's 3 people in there doing studies. One of them moves over towards the egg and takes out a very small scalpel and slices a small, really thin sliver, as if like slicing ham from this thing. As it does this, it glows purple. Gigi, Paige, Heather, this is a similar purple to the light that you saw fly over the campsite last night. And Heather, as this happens, you realise all that pain, all that fear you have been feeling is coming from this object. That this is a life form that is in pain and is afraid and is young and does not want to be here. And Steve,
Yeah.
sorry, Marcus, as you
Yeah.
walk in, nobody's paying you any attention. There's the guy or the person in the suit is cutting off the sliver of wafer thin ham. Bit of a crude term to call it, but that's what it looks like. Another person in a suit is making comments, and another one is looking through one of the cameras at the object. What do you want to do?
Okay.
Also, one more quick thing. Sorry, as the purple light shines, all of the lights that are shining on it flicker.
Okay. Oh, geez. Okay, so it's just those researchers, the three that you mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are there any like stations, terminals that they've set up around this, or is it simply just taking samples? Like I don't think you said there's lights. There's like
There's lights and
what is it?
video cameras surrounding it. There's maybe two
Okay.
video cameras, one with a guy next to it, person. You don't know
Sure,
whether they're
sure.
male or female. Suits. And there's another one. A quick glance it appears as though it might not be working. It might be off. And then there's the two who are looking at it.
Okay. Hmm. I'm just gonna walk up to them and just again act like I'm looking at their stuff like just oh yeah. What do we find? All right, I'm back. What do we find out?
Who are you?
Um, I'm Steve.
I'm trying desperately not to make the stormtrooper joke. Trying desperately not to do stormtrooper joking.
Awful short for a laboratory personnel, aren't you?
I'll literally respond. I'm Steve.
you, you're not meant to be in here.
That they didn't walk you over. I'm over from Sector 2.
How old are you?
I'm really old. I'm like 23.
Right. You say that as your voice cracks. I'm 23.
What do you think? I'm really old.
Yeah, sure you are. You shouldn't be here.
Why? How old are you?
You should
not-
leave
you're-
now before the men with guns come.
I'm just gonna hold that for a really annoyingly long time.
As you're holding that for a really annoyingly long time, Heather, just a quick thing, and then we'll come to you, Gigi. You feel as though the closer you are to this object, the calmer it becomes, as if there is a connection between you and it, as if a bond has formed between you, and you are a calming influence on it. Gigi, you were going to go, are you going to join in with Marcus / Steve / Steve on the
I'm going to hustle in and look as absolutely flustered and done as I can.
So exactly like you look anyway, because you fell into
Yes,
a puddle
actually.
covered in a...
Yes. Steve, what did I tell you about leaving the tour group? Oh my God, I am so sorry. My little brother's a little bit touched in the head. I'm so sorry. I'll get him out of the way as soon as I can.
I
You just get so excited about science, you know?
Well, I wanted to ask them if they've reversed the polarity of the neutron flow.
Can you answer?
And
he's going to be on this for forever.
Can I, when I say that, reach out, snatch the egg, and run?
The egg is quite large, as I said. It's probably about, if freedom units, it's probably about 2 foot tall and about a foot wide. It's
okay. Got it.
2 foot 7.5 inches.
There you go. Exact freedom units.
Well, the exact is like 6.49.
Yeah, shut up.
So you know what? Yeah.
Then yeah, I'll do the reverse the polarity of the neutron flow.
What happens is they go like the two who were looking at the thing are kind of looking at you both like, what the fuck is that? Yes. If you come with us, we'll help you get back to your tour group, and we'll answer your questions on the way. And this is like very clearly starting just to shuffle you out of the door.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I'm going to, behind my back, kind of motion toward the door to like come in, like behind the scientists.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. So while they're distracting the scientists.
Yeah,
I'm
those three scientists
They
are
have
very much distracted by
Perfect. Okay.
whatever's going
So-
on here.
Time
I'm
for
going
Team
to-
B to go down. Go inside.
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak around and go up to the egg and touch it.
Ooh, you did the touch thing. Ooh,
Yeah.
touchy.
Good.
Like me when I do D&D, I touch things to annoy the GM because it then starts a combat for 6 hours.
Oh, I have a player like that.
Yeah. I was playing an inquisitive panda. Of course they're gonna touch the thing. Don't put a face in a tree and not expect me to touch it. Anyway,
I've debated getting this player a helmet.
oh dear. So, yes, as you touch it and you rest your hand on it, it feels very organic. It feels, excuse the language, it's moist, it's damp. It feels as if you are touching raw skin, as if someone has maybe peeled a layer of skin off, and you're touching that. It's life. You can feel it, and as you touch it, it glows purple around you, and you get a feeling of warmth, a feeling of connection, a feeling of it imprinting on you. You can't quite understand it. You don't really know what it means. But this thing now, it has this important connection to you. It thinks it belongs to you. In simple terms, out of character, it thinks you're its mother. But as a 13-year-old teenager, you're like, I have no idea what this is. What the fuck is going on? And you are now baby egg mother. You also realize that it is an egg of some kind. And yeah, as you touch it, it glows and things. Paige, you see this all happening. You see all these emotions going over Heather's face of confusion and the glowy thing when she touches it.
This is kind of good. Everything all right? This can't, because like I'm sure she's completely excluded from this very emotional mental conversation they're both having. Is this
Hey,
like an
this is-
ESP thing?
Paige, this is what I was feeling before. This was the thing that was in trouble. We've got to help. We've got to do something.
Can it shrink?
How big is your bag?
Not big enough.
Side note, the bag is big enough.
Wait, it is?
It is, but you think it's not. You're like, I'm not carrying it.
That thing is uncomfortably fleshy.
Sure have to, take stuff out and make room for it. And
Yeah,
she has a
Paige,
lot of things in there.
Get rid of some of that junk you got in there.
But the camera is also in there.
All right, I'll carry the camera.
Okay. Like, she can't maybe just empties it and go as organizedly as possible. Just empties her bag. And probably has to just this like sets them down in a very neat fashion. And this, and then okay, let's give it a try. Maybe you can like stack the rest of my stuff on top of it afterwards.
You're very OCD, putting things down on the floor, protecting them, working out space to put things into the bag. It takes you a few minutes, but you are able to put the egg into the bag and then pack most of your stuff around it or carry it elsewhere on your person or on Heather. It's going to take both of you to carry the bag out of the room. As you head out of the room, the egg, as you are quite clearly aware it is now, gives off a really bright flash of purple again. All of the electronics in the room short. The lights go out, the cameras fizz and pop. And this is the 80s. These are tape cameras. This is not digital. And smoke starts to rise out of them.
Oh
So,
no.
maybe the tapes don't exist anymore. Maybe they do. Maybe you are safe. Maybe you are not. But as you exit, you see the three scientists ushering Gigi and Marcus towards the opposite way to which you came in. Kind of heading deeper into the cage. Into the cage? You're not in a cage. Into the tunnels. Gigi, Marcus, you are being clearly ushered deeper into the tunnels. You are aware. And Marcus, I'm guessing you're clearly jabbering on about lots of really random science questions.
Oh yes.
Yes, we did double back the loop of the photoionization of the bipolar electronodes. Yes, we did do that. Yes. But we don't have all of the questions. If you continue coming with us, we can get you a proper guided tour. Yes, Gigi.
Is there like one big zipper on this hazmat suit?
Yeah, I'm on the back.
Okay. Oh, I think I dropped my notebook back there. I need to run back and grab
one
it
of them
really quick.
One of them turns round to the other one and goes, "And this is why I don't have children."
Or is it because you can't get a wife?
Oh!
You see a hand come up, and he's like, "Oh." And as this, the hand comes up, he's back at you, and what happens is one of the other suits is you hear a snigger from it. It's like, kid got you there, didn't they? And the other two adults start to kind of rib this guy for a little bit. They're distracted within their own little argument for like 30 seconds or so.
I'm going to grab Marcus by the zipper and kind of pull him back a little bit. We need to take this off and run. And I zip down. And I turn around and I run.
Okay.
I try to slip out of it as best I can and run while they're laughing at the sky. Following Gigi's lead.
Make me an athletics roll, Marcus.
Athletics.
Is that the right one I want to do?
I can do. How about body move?
Body move. Yes, that's the one. Body move.
Cool. Perfect.
Body move. Move that body. Come on, everybody.
Move your body. All right, that is 6 for me.
And can Twitch please stop trying to make me unfollow Stolen Fires? Why do you want me to do that? Go away. I'm hoping you can move because you've got a body of 5.
Yeah. Why is this no longer working?
Oh, Betty has just given us another malevolence.
Oh no!
We now have 3
Betty,
malevolence sat there. Thank you,
Betty,
thank you,
stop it.
Betty. Because
Oh no.
after this session, the next session is actually going to be a personal session for each of the characters.
Oh dear.
We're going to have the other side to Tales from the Loop, not the mystery side, but the boring life stuff. So currently I have 3 malevolence. One of you is getting away with it.
Betty, it's 3 malevolences. There is no balance. We only have 1 benevolence. Stop it.
Dice Parser is thinking forever. Okay.
Google.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, Betty's another 100 points away. I don't know if we've got enough time for another one to come, but maybe at the start of next session there might be enough for malevolence.
All right. On 66, I rolled 1 6.
That's fine. 1 6 is enough. You managed to elegantly strip out of a duct-taped.
Yeah. Oh God, that's right. My hands are duct taped.
No.
And it's like-
The sleeves are duct taped, so they're technically shorter.
I'm just also just imagining like it's like even just like a little cartoonishly like slipping out of it, so like it just probably like just the suit just probably like stays up for a bit, and then it just kind of slumps down.
We'll go
like
with
it.
that.
yeah.
There's a lot of cartoon elements to what's going on in this show.
It's a
Gigi
vibe.
and Marcus barrel down the corridor, the tunnel towards Heather and Paige as you are just exiting the cave system, carrying this heavy bag.
Are there any
Run!
doors we can
Run!
put between us?
Not until you get to the exit.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I'm with Marcus. I'm yelling run.
And running as fast as I can.
Run as fast as you can. Here comes the gingerbread man.
The only thing I can think to do, and just throwing this out for whoever, like, yeah, I'm not sure how we want to do it, but the only thing I can think of is as we're running, when we get to that last door. Sorry, I have dogs trying to sit on each other's heads. Tail. Okay.
Ah, yes, the dog tax is paid.
If we can, like, if someone can scrape out or kind of like pick out that chewed gum and close the door, that would mean that they would have to at least use the key card thing. That'd be the only thing I can think of that could slow them down. But yeah. So thought.
And we can tell the guards that we're doing it so they don't get in trouble.
I'm sure that'll work.
I'm grasping at straws here, okay? I'm 13.
Well, since I'm already out, and Paige and I are out, and so I will, in anticipation of you guys making it to the exit and not getting caught, I will scrape the gum out.
Yep. You make it out. You all make it out. The gate is slammed just well in time, and you start to see them come down the corridor ahead of you. and they hear the gate slam. He's like, "If it wasn't for you pesky kids, I would probably still have a job."
Don't tell anybody. You
Look
might
at-
keep it.
Eh.
I mean, they're always hiring at a loop.
Yes. So you now
So,
you hear them kind of crackling into their radios about this, and there's some very angry shouts coming from the radio about, "You lost it! You did what?" But you also kind of get the feeling from the vague hints of the conversation you hear, there's like, this is not something they want known by the public. They're not going to be looking for you in a serious manhunt kind of way that is obvious to the public. But you now have an alien egg
oh yeah.
of some kind that some very angry adults are probably going to be looking for. So, what are you going to do with it? Obviously,
Taking it back. You're taking it back to the hideout.
Yeah, guys, we got to get out of the church because we're only a 5-minute drive away from where those cops were at the other entrance. So we got to go.
Back to the hideout?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Go.
Yep.
They'll never
we're-
find us at the place we hang out all the time.
That everybody in the story knows about.
yeah, we know we did this before. We did,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
organized
Yeah.
a hideout in session 0.
Zero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a beach, a little beach.
One of the
Yeah.
bungalows.
That was a warehouse. A beach
Oh,
warehouse,
you
I
know the
guess.
warehouse?
It was a little beach hut,
Yeah.
which
Oh, right. It was like one of those like dock houses, I think.
yeah, really small boathouse thing that if you now have and you own one now, you're a multimillionaire. So it's like if you were investing in Apple and Google at this time of in England as well, the prices have increased that much. So yeah, you have one of these small little beach huts that you hang out in every now and then. You make it down there relatively quickly and safely. You know the back routes of the cities and the town and things to get there. And you get in, you sit down. There's some deck chairs in there that you sit on. There's empty Coke bottles scattered on the floor and crisp packets around. You put the bag down into the middle of the floor, open it up, and the egg is sat there staring at you.
Oh, the egg has eyes now. Not just
not
flesh, but
literally
eyes.
staring at you, but you know
Oh.
what I mean.
I don't think that's really necessary, Betty.
There's now one each for the next session.
Oh no.
But we shall continue with this one for a little bit longer because you have just reached the hideout. You are in your safe space, and you have just stolen, for what is a better term, an alien egg that Paige has seen reacts to Heather. Obviously, Gigi and Marcus have not seen this.
Honestly, the correct term is liberated.
Marcus will just be like, "Ha! Ha! Ha! I told you all. It's an alien. It's an alien. I said it from the beginning. First thing I said from the very beginning. I said alien. I got it right. Alien.
Wasn't the first thing you said Soviet?
No,
And
no,
then
no,
you
no,
said
no.
alien?
We agreed
No.
Soviet aliens, but I think like Gigi, like can you still hear it? Like view it? You said before. I'm sorry, Heather, can you still view what's to this, like what this thing is feeling? Actually, it's alive,
I mean,
right?
everything feels a lot better now. It feels a lot more calmed down. It's not in pain anymore, and so everything is feeling so much better, you guys. I'm so glad that we got this out of there.
Yeah, talk. So can you like talk to it?
Well, all I can tell you at this point is I feel like it wants to stay near me.
Um,
Oh.
I mean, can yeah, can
Can you guys not feel
uh
anything from it?
nope.
No.
I mean, it's just glowing.
Can Paige, Gigi, and Marcus make me empathize rolls?
Hmm.
So, empathy and mind, or whatever it is.
Is it mind? Okay.
I can't remember.
Can I spend a luck for this one?
You've got 1 luck left. They refresh every
Session?
every session. You can't carry them over, so you might as well spend them.
All right.
Yeah, got nothing.
So obviously, Paige,
Ooh,
Marcus, if
I
you've
have
got
a
nothing,
6.
you can spend your luck if you want to re-roll. Cool. Gigi, you have a 6.
5116.
Marcus, you got a success or a re-roll.
On my initial roll, I got 0. I used the luck like you suggested, and now I got 1 success.
Cool. And
Yeah,
Paige.
I'll go spend a luck. But like earlier, I got 0. So
Mm,
next time, second roll. 2 6s, 1 4, and 2.
Okay. Lots of 6s. Everyone passed. Gigi and Marcus, you feel warmth from it. It's not a strong emotion, but you definitely feel some form of connection has now formed between you and the egg. The feeling you get mostly is kind of like warmth, and even to some extent you kind of get the feeling of thank you, I suppose. Paige, you have a stronger connection. You feel thank you. You feel it is happy to not be where it was, that it now feels like it is in safe hands. You feel life within it, and that you now have a connection to this life. It's not quite as strong as Heather's connection, but you are definitely bonded with it. And now all of you feel this connection to this egg. You feel, I suppose, you with these feelings, you also start to feel a little bit like you want to protect it.
Okay, like we should probably like keep it safe, like maybe like keep it safe somewhere. She kind of starts like maybe looking for a very secured enough space and like and maybe just grabbing
The hut that
towels
you're
and
in
packing.
is what, maybe 10 foot by 4 foot. It's not a very big building that you're in. It's a wooden hut. It's a shed basically. But nobody comes into these places. This is why it's your hideout. You're kind of the only person who comes down it, or only group of people who come down here.
Okay. In this case, you're just more making a nesting box.
You guys, I don't know if I feel good about that. I feel like maybe I should take the egg home with me.
I mean, can you explain having a alien egg?
Will your parents even notice?
They'll never notice. As long as at least one of you comes with me and helps distract them, I can get it into my room and they won't even bother with me at that point.
Can you just tell them like you're sleeping over at one of their houses and then just stay here tonight?
I don't want to stay here by myself.
And we'll all stay here. And we'll just tell everyone's parents we're all staying at each other's houses. Easy.
Yeah, but I'm hungry.
And you know,
Look
we're
over,
out
kind of
of
look over at Paige.
Heather remembers that
I'm
there
not-
are suspiciously long red hot sausages that you can get from the chippy.
Yes, we could get sausages.
Suspiciously long sausages.
They have suspiciously large sausages at the chippy that I think would be just fine for dinner. But
I'm sad that game didn't carry on.
me too.
Which one?
Like, what was it? Solemn Vale. We started it last summer, and one of the players is was a stand-up comedian, and we just went on about suspiciously long sausages from British fish and chip shops, which are a thing. It is a thing, and they're red for some reason.
Okay.
We in the South we have big red sausages. They're literally called Big Reds, and they are neon red in their presentation.
Yeah, it's
They're called what?
The only thing about like anything like hot dogs or like if you're in Chicago, you can't use
You can't do ketchup. Okay.
it's a Chicago thing. They will look at you like you have three heads if you ask for ketchup on your hot dog, unless you're under 10 years old.
How about
That's
barbecue
okay.
sauce? Mustard.
mustard and
I will
onions.
pour ketchup on my hot dog, and I will walk backwards into hell while staring them down.
I mean,
It's
I
good
guess,
to see that the
does
north-south
mustard-
divide is still a thing.
Like, does mustard work, or is it just purely ketchup? That's the
It's
that's
just
the
you
thing.
just can't use ketchup. You can do anything else that you want. You can run it through the garden.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Okay.
welcome to Tales from the Loop, where we occasionally play a game but mostly talk about food.
We did good this time.
We did good this time. We
did
progressed
so
quite
good.
well. But you still, can we finish the argument about where you're staying tonight so we can actually then have conversations about food or round up and I can plan next session?
I do need to run home and make sure that my dad and my brother have breakfast.
Well, I need to run
Oh.
home because how else am I going to get a hold of my parents to tell them I'm sleeping over at Paige's?
I'll tell you now, it's probably about 5 o'clock in the evening and the sun has set. It's dusk now. It's getting quite dark. This is still April, and England is north. So
Well, I need to tell Roy that I like it. Well, I was supposed to go to town, just sleeping over at your places, but okay, now I need to rethink my story.
okay, so we shall.
Yes.
Oh yes, sorry, Marcus.
Question. Sorry. What is the the UK British version of a dime?
A dime is
A dime?
10 cents.
10 cents. One
So
tenth
10
of a
pence.
dollar.
10 pence.
Pence?
Pence. PENCE.
You can't just say a
Pence
dime?
are like pennies.
Pennies.
Yeah, 10
No-
pennies. Yeah.
So a single one is penny. So we say 1 penny, 2p, 3p, 5p. So we generally say p. but the p is short for 10 pence, 50 pence piece. We'd say pennies if it's a collection of them. The individual one is a pence, 1 pence coin, 2 pence coin, 10 pence coin. But just say p, 1p, 2p, 50p, £1, £1.
Wow. Okay.
Because we're now actually properly in the simple we're in the simple money system, and we don't have shillings anymore because that was a thing up until the early 80s.
Wait, what's a quid?
A pound. It's just another name for a pound.
They have like
dollar.
10 different names for pounds.
No, we don't.
I've
We have
always, like, I've always
we have a
equated
pound
it
and a
to, like,
quid.
dollars and bucks. Yeah, dollars and bucks.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
$5, $5. Yeah. Okay. How much was a like a payphone call?
10p, 10p, 20p.
All right. So can we go scrounging for a couple of?
You'll have 10p's and 20p's around on you because this is how you call people. This is how you organize things. You have to go to payphones. That
Yeah, to pay for it. Yeah. So we can just everyone just call home. Just everyone go call home real quick. Tell them you're staying at, Gigi. You say you're staying at Paige's. Paige's, you say you're staying at Heather's. Heather, you say you're staying at Gigi's, and I just won't call home.
Okay.
Marcus, I need to check on them. I don't even have to give my dad a reason why I'm going somewhere else. I just need to check on them.
All right, then can you pick up some food on the way back?
Do you have pick up some food on the way back money?
Paige does.
Looks at Paige.
Paige
Hey.
Paige's new nickname is now the cash machine.
For the foreseeable future. But yeah, okay, like just she's just just takes off her shoe, and just pulls out the money.
Sweaty money, sweaty foot money.
Oh, no.
It smells better than the phone boxes that you would go to make the phone calls home.
Make no mistake, I'm not smelling it.
I mean, like, eventually, it'll dry up, smooth out. However,
You just start.
I mean,
you put up a washing line in the hut and you start pegging it out.
yeah. But yes, like I guess I should it takes a
You have
note or two.
Yeah, so the notes that you will have will be £10 notes.
Okay.
Which
They have, like,
is
dominoes
probably
or
about as
something
much
like that,
pocket
right?
money as you get a month. If not every
Even
2
more so.
months. Yeah. £10 is a lot of money.
And she got 150.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Paige rich.
Wait, she's got 150 and 10-pound notes in your shoe,
yes.
like limping around.
There's only 15
I mean-
notes. This is not that many.
Yeah, it's just 50 notes. It's not like it's not like a stack. It's just like you can just kind of fold it.
Yeah, but
Like you-
It's really good
folded
for
in half.
it's really good if you fold
You
it up and
probably
put it
split
under your
into two
arch.
shoes.
Yeah, if you put it under your arch and you've got a flat arch, it kind of helps with flat foot.
Yeah.
But then
I mean, she
only
could-
one flat
she prob-
foot. So then Paige is going to be limping on the other foot.
I mean, she distributes it between like both shoes. Then yeah.
Anyway,
Or just like no, she just kind of splits it like across several pockets.
the economics of sweaty foot money. Coming to a university near you soon.
Yeah.
So, as we're coming to the end, we shall leave it here. Gigi has been given some money to run home, deal with family, come back with some food and stuff. Heather and Paige, I guess you go off quickly to make phone calls to say you're staying around people's houses. Marcus, I'm going to guess you stay with the egg while everybody does stuff.
Yeah, I'll just stay there and hang out, and
Cool.
I don't even bother to call home.
Cool. And we shall leave it there for today. And next time, we shall pick up with the other side of the game of Tales from the Loop, which is not all fun and games and dealing with strange glowy Soviet eggs that glow purple when you touch them.
And people with guns.
And people with guns. One of the wonderful
Fun, wacky
things
children
about
stuff.
Tales from the Loop and the other version of the game, Things from the Flood, which unfortunately is out of print, is you get to experience real life. You are kids in an alternative Earth who still have parents and have to go to school and have homework and all this manner of things that we're going to explore next time when I have Malevolence to play with. So,
No.
we shall see how that all works next time. So thank you very much, everyone, for playing this session. I think this was a great session again. Always fun to have you along for the ride. So we'll do a quick sign off. Alisai's trying to do things. I don't know. I'm being distracted.
I'm trying to say, Betty, no, but it's mirrored in the broadcast.
Oh. Anyway, so yes, just a quick sign off. Say who you are, and all the normal stuff. If you have socials or whatever you want to promote, we shall start on. I'm looking at the Twitch screen. We'll start with bottom corner. I don't know which way I pointed just then. I'm going to guess that's a Paige. So
That's
Paige,
me.
yeah.
I am Amity. I'm just here for the ride. Yeah, no socials, anything. So yeah. So
Me?
Yeah. Next up is Heather.
So I'm Tracy, and you can find me at the Folkloring Podcast, or alternatively, the Folklore Podcast, where I'm an interviewer. And you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and now YouTube.
Oh, cool. And Twitch here. Yeah. Next up, Gigi.
Hello, I have been your friendly neighborhood Alisai. I am
Words.
I do not exist on the internet, so do not look for me. I am on Discord as Alisai, though. Alasai.
Yeah.
And I love friends.
When?
But not all my friends.
That was rather
Anyway,
menacing.
below me. There.
Straight below you.
There.
Just straight below you.
There. You know what? He's pointing at himself. It's fine.
Hello, everybody. My name is Steve. I pronounce it he, him, and I was playing Marcus tonight. You can find me on the Stolen Fires Discord as Voodoo Arcade. That is the only social media that I have, so please come and hang out. Join Stolen Fires Discord, run by the incredible, amazing Rachel, who
has just turned up in the chat.
Yes. Oh, sorry, Alice. We can go back around if everyone wanted. That's always my sign out. I'm sorry.
No. This is your moment to shine.
I don't
Shine.
I glow. No.
Glow purple like the egg?
Exactly. So coming out in the Discord, Stolen Fires. Tune into Stolen Fires Twitch. I think every weekday now.
Every day
Friday?
at the moment, yeah. Every day at the moment.
Amazing games, wide variety of genres, horror. Dune just wrapped up. We'll be starting Old Gods of Appalachia. There's a Wraith game. There's a Fringeworthy game, and Rachel hit him with the rest of the games because my brain isn't helping out. Thank you all so much.
Yeah, Monday is
everyone.
Fringe-worthy. Tuesday is Wrath. Wednesday is Food from the Loop. Thursday is The Between. Friday is tomorrow. This Friday is the wrap party for June. Then there's a week break, and then I think we start Old Gods then. And you will find 2 people from this game in Old Gods. Me and Medi will be playing in the Old Gods. I'll be playing a game. I won't be running a game. This is going to be a very strange experience for me. I don't usually play in games. I run them. And there's still one spot open. Yeah, there's still one spot open for Old Gods. If anybody's interested, go to the Stolen Fires Discord and find us and ask there. The other player we have is the awesome Eva, who is currently, I think, tormenting Steve with food in the background somewhere. But yeah, I have been David. I have been the Games Master. I exist on social media in places as the Drunken Storyteller. The only thing that I'm not on is the Burning Bird app because fuck that. I occasionally do folklore stuff. I occasionally do. That's the small side of Ever's head there, who will be joining us for Old Gods. Yeah, so I exist. I do things. I don't do much. Go find us there. And I think that's it. I don't think we have anything else to say. Unless anybody has anything else important to say, I don't think we do. That was a big gasp there, Alistair.
Oh no, I have nothing important to say. I just wanted to be really excited for a moment.
Okay. Rachel has put we raid. I don't know who we're raiding or what we're raiding. So, Rachel, are we raiding? Okay.
We are raiding Modiphius.
Go raid Modiphius, who do June. So go look at them. Ta-ta, everyone. Bye-bye.
Good night.